Euclid's Elements, Book 3, Proposition 9. If a point be taken within a circle, and from that point more than two equal straight lines fall from that point onto the circle, then that point is the center of the circle. So here's our situation. Let's have a circle, and if we have a point within this circle, and if we have multiple lines that fall, equal lines that fall from this point onto the circumference. So let's have some equal lines here falling from the center onto the circumference here. So let's call this point E. So if we have, let's call this points A, B, and C. So if it turns out that EA and EC and EB are all equal, so here's our given. We have from this point E more than two equal lines falling from it. So EA is equal to EB, which is equal to EC. From this, we're going to prove that E is the center of the circle. So the first thing we'll do is we'll connect AB. Let's maybe do this in blue. So let's connect AB and bisect it. So we're going to connect AB and then bisect it, so that we'll call this new point of bisection D. So we're going to make AD equal to DB because it's been bisected. And we're going to do the same thing here with AC. We're going to connect AC, bisect it, such that the F, so that AF is equal to FC. So this is going to be equal to this, and this is going to be equal to this. Now let's take, and from point D, we're just going to connect D to E and extend it, and then also extend it the other side so that it contacts here, and we'll call this GH. And likewise, we're going to do the same here with FE. We're going to connect our point of bisection to E, extend it through, and then extend that back until it contacts, and we'll call this MN. All right, so from this we're going to prove that E is the center of the circle. Maybe I'll move C over here so it's not quite so crowded. Okay, so what was our third step here? We connected DE and extended, and then we connected FE and extended. Now let's look at these two triangles here. We've got two sets of triangles, this set of triangles and this set of triangles. And we're going to use the same logic for both of these sets. But let's look at these two triangles. So we know that it's given, right? It's given that AE is equal to BE. So let's look at these triangles. Let's look at triangle, in triangles AED and triangle BED. Let's see what we have in common. We know that AE is equal to EB, because that's given. We know that, I'll mark this here, AD and DB are equal, because it was bisected. And they have this third line in common. DE is in common. So we should be able to see that we've got side, 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 the side, side, side equality of triangles. So using Prop 1, Book 8, our side, side, side equality, we can prove that these two triangles are equal in every respect. Particularly, we can show that this angle, in blue here, is equal to this angle in blue here. So these corresponding angles are equal. And definition 10 of book 1 says that when a line falls on a line making adjacent angles equal to each other, then those two angles happen to be right angles. So this is a right angle, let's draw it out as a right angle, and this is a right angle. And so what we have here is we have a chord, AB, that has a perpendicular bisector. So DE or GH here is the perpendicular bisector of this chord AD. And we know from book 3, prop 1, the porism, that when we have a chord and a perpendicular bisector, that the center of the circle lies somewhere on that perpendicular bisector. So the center is somewhere on GH. All right, now we're going to do the exact same thing with this set of triangles. And so we know that these are equal because they're bisected. These are equal because that is part of our original given. And this line is in common. So again, through the side-side-side equality of triangles, we can prove that these triangles are equal in all respects. In particular, this angle is equal to this angle. Therefore, they're both right according to definition 10. Therefore, this is also, MN is also a perpendicular bisector of AC, a chord. And again, with the porism, we know that the center must be on MN. Well, if the center is somewhere on GH and also somewhere on MN, there's only one place where both of those lines intersect, and that's point E. Therefore, E must be the center of the circle. And that's, of course, exactly what we're trying to prove, that E is the center of the circle. So if we take a circle and we take a given point, not a given point, but we take a point within the circle, and if 3 or more equal lines fall from that point to the circumference, that point is the center of the circle. Since we have proven that, logically, we conclude with QED.